Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. Oh, it's not live, right?
Yes, it's
No,
live.
it is.
Oh, is it live? Oh, all right.
Live on Facebook.
All right. Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. How are you guys all doing today? We have a full house of folks coming in all of their virtual studios. We've got some green screens. We've got some fabulous backdrops. We've got Don Moore, who cannot even be on camera, but that is not even going to stop us today. These are all the speakers, or many of the speakers that will be coming to you next week on the Powerful Connect Virtual Summit. Tina, how are you today?
8. Can you believe it's 8? We have done 8 virtual summits since the pandemic hit. And I am just so excited. I'm especially excited because today is National Coffee Day.
Oh, well, cheers to that.
Well,
right?
You guys should all know that Angel and I are both very, very, very much coffee addicts. We probably go through a gallon of coffee a day.
it's the afternoon here and I'm English, so it's got
Angel and
to
Tina
be.
Day. We do have a full house today. October 6th is our Connect Summit. It is our 8th Connect Summit. We have had over 3,000 people attend all of our summits. We have had 78 speakers on all of our summits, like huge names. And I'm so excited because our 2 keynotes this month are Michelle Cunningham and Domingo Silvas. Yay!
And we have our sponsors for this summit. We've got Mr. Jeff Levine returning back as our Connect Summit sponsor, and a brand new sponsor to the team, Miss Christine McKay with Venn Negotiation. So we have lots of folks to introduce you to. We are so hyped up. We are so excited. But Mark,
I don't even think it's just because of the coffee. I think we're just hyped up because this is our 8th Connect Summit, and we kind of get a little giddy before our summit.
And I'm just now thinking we could have ran the 8th summit on October 8th, and we could have had a whole little ditty going on with October 8th, but it's October 6th.
But we always have our summits on Tuesdays.
Yeah, that would have messed us up. That would have messed us up.
Okay. Messed us up.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah, no one knows what day it is already, so you can't do that, ladies, can you?
October 6th from 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Tina's going to put the Eventbrite link. It is complimentary to attend, thanks to our fabulous sponsors, Jeff Levine and Christine McKay, bringing this event to you. You can also go VIP, but let's get started and let's let you get to know all of our fabulous folks. I'm going to start with Mr. Jeff Levine, our returning sponsor to the Connect Summit. Jeff, how are you doing today?
I am terrific and so excited. Another summit. Wow. That's what people need. They need this information, and we have some great speakers. And I'm excited for all the people out there that are going to be able to hear some valuable information. It only takes one idea to make a big change in people's lives. And we are going to give that one idea when we have our summit.
I love it. I love it, Jeff. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you for doing this.
And Miss Christine McKay coming in as our sponsor.
I'm looking at all of them going.
Which one is she?
We have a little Brady Bunch thing going on.
It is the perfect number of squares for the Brady Bunch. Or actually, no, I think we're missing a couple squares.
Yeah, it's only 9.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9.
Yeah, because it was 3 girls, 3 guys, mom and dad, and Florence in the middle.
Okay, so this is.
Christine knows.
Christine, how are you today?
I am outstanding today. How are you awesome people today?
Our unicorn is in the house. We actually have 2 unicorns in the house today. Actually, Christine is our outside unicorn, and Michelle Cunningham is our inside unicorn.
Don't forget you have a mermaid as well.
Unicorns and mermaids. Yeah, we're having an absolute fun time.
Magical day today.
Okay, so Christine, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell our audience a little bit about you and what you do and how you serve.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm really excited about next week's Connect Summit. So I'm Christine McKay. I'm a global negotiation strategist and the CEO and founder of Venn Negotiation. We work with small and mid-sized companies, helping them to ask for more of what they want and then teaching them the skills to negotiate for it.
The
And let me
rock
tell you,
star.
she can negotiate pretty much anything that you ask. Like, and she's really good. She's really good at it too.
Well, I think what I've learned so much from Christine is every conversation is really a negotiation, right? I mean, it's all of those skills, whether it's, you know, in your personal, financial, vendors, contract, all of it. Like we think just big contracts, but really pretty much every conversation is a negotiation.
Negotiation is nothing more than a relationship.
Ooh, okay, they're like dropping some little good
Mhm.
juicy
That's
nuggets.
a
already.
tagline for you,
It's so good.
Christine, a good tagline. And our amazing keynote speakers, Domingo Silvas, welcome to the house. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, where you coming from.
I'm actually coming from Huntsville, Alabama. So if you guys haven't been here, it's where NASA does a lot of the testing of the new rockets that are going out. Actually, you can hear it. Yesterday, you can hear actually them testing some, which was pretty cool.
Well, I can wait for Jay coming around the corner going, wait, what did he say?
My husband watches like all of those launches and watches all of that stuff. And yeah, he's so fascinated by that. I didn't know they did that in Alabama.
Yeah, this is where they test it all, and they send it down to Florida. So it's pretty cool. So it's right around the corner from me. So my name is Domingo Silvas. I am a growth strategist. So what I do is I help people in business to determine what it takes for them to continue growing, no matter if it's 1 figure or 7 figures. And I'm also a host as well on a virtual summit, and just like following your guys' heels. I've done 3 summits, so I'm not so much of a veteran as much as you guys, but I've done 3 and aiming for number 4. But I'm excited to be here.
We're excited. We're super excited for you too. Thanks for coming on board and for playing with us and bringing all your juicy good stuff to the Connect Summit. Michelle Cunningham, how are you?
Hi guys. I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here. I had to mute because I'm homeschooling, so I'm doing that whole juggle thing. So
I'm surprised you don't have your mask on.
Oh yeah, I got my Barbie mask and a very happy mask. Yeah,
You should totally wear it.
I give those away. I mean, I love the happy mask.
Oh, I haven't seen the happy mask.
Oh, Michelle, yeah, you gotta put it on. So
Hold on.
She has these masks that cover like your whole entire face right here, right?
Okay, you gotta see this.
And she
Okay,
walks through the grocery store and she just goes like this. And her mask
do
has
this.
this big old huge smile.
It bugs people out, but it's great. It's because sometimes you're not happy, but this you always. I'm not even smiling. And then if you squint your eyes, you go like this. You squint.
You know what? I need one of those because my husband and I will look at each other and say, you can't tell, but I am smiling. I am smiling. So
she tells
Yeah, all you gotta do is go
you
like
just
this.
go like this, and it looks like you're smiling.
I went to go book a hair appointment a few days ago, and I walked in with this, and they were just like, "We can't even like talk to you. We can't even look at you. You weirdo."
are they branded to you, Michelle, or did you just find them online?
Oh no, I just got them on Amazon, but I buy them in bulk because like who wouldn't want it? You know?
She was browsing Amazon at midnight one day, and you know
Midnight.
what happens when you browse
Yeah.
Amazon at midnight one day. You
Yeah.
start getting things that you're like, did I order that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
My
she
midnight-
got
I
her
should-
husband this one with a beard, and it looks so
Yeah.
cute. I
I
laugh.
bought the whole family. Everyone's got a mask. Everyone looks nuts.
I think that's you're just a
Look,
rock star.
Angel's on her phone right now buying them.
Like, I need
I'll give you the link. I mean,
Is
this
it-
thing will change
yeah,
your life.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to post the link for us, Michelle. So introduce, besides being a fabulous Amazon midnight shopper, because
Yeah.
we all need tips on that. Give our audience a little more background about who you are and what you do.
Awesome. So I love making videos. I am actually a shy introvert who comes alive when it comes to video. Maybe I've left some of the shy introvert behind, but I love making videos. I have a YouTube channel and I show people how to be authentic, be you, be weird, be whatever you are, but build a brand around that. And that is what I have done. And so I teach people how to build $1 million brands using the power of video. Video, honestly, like if video was a thing that I could hug, I would hug it because it has changed my life forever and allowed me to have total freedom. So me and video. Oh. So yeah, I love video.
That's so cute if video were, because most people, and this is the thing too, is most of us are afraid of it, right? When you first
Yeah.
get on and turn that camera on, and so you bring, and you were the same way, right? But you bring people on, and you now are at a point where you would hug it. Oh,
So now Michelle got me into doing all my YouTube videos. So now I'm doing YouTube videos. And Michelle, you have a little pre-announcement that you want to let our audience members know that you're working on right now.
Well, I got to tell you, I came on the show, I forget, a month ago, and I got connected to Angel and Tina, and I learned about what they did, and they're like, we can help you get your book out. And I'm like, wait, what? And so these girls have inspired me and helped me to put out my first book. And so Do It Anyway, Girl is the name of my book, Do It Anyway, Girl. And they are helping me to get my first book out, which I'm super excited about. It's basically how to own your awesome. And I teach network marketers in that book how to get out of their own way and succeed. So I'm super excited.
So you
Well,
guys
Michelle-
are all known that we've been talking about this Tickle Pink media marketing package that we're doing, and we spoke about a person that just hired us, right? And who did their book in less than 48 hours. And this person said, I don't have nothing to write about. I have nothing. 25,000 words. I have nothing. It's her.
She's totally calling you out now, Michelle. But Michelle checked herself into a hotel and came out with a book.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
secret. You got
Less
to
than 48 hours. And she was like, is 26,000 okay?
Thank
Well,
you guys. You inspired me.
We're so excited. Yeah, you were such an inspiration. So these are many of our speakers that are speaking next week on the Connect Virtual Summit. You can register today. Go to Eventbrite and grab that link, Connect Virtual Summit. Join us. The tickets are complimentary, 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. One gal who has been on every summit, she has spoken on every summit that we have hosted. That is Dawn Moore. Dawn, can you join us today to introduce yourselves a little bit?
Well, I have been laughing at everything everybody's saying. So I'm chatting in the chat, LOL, because it's just so funny. That mask it brought a smile to my face. So Michelle, thank you for that, because during these times, I think everybody needs to smile. So my name is Dawn Moore. I am the CEO and founder of a business coaching practice called Confiday, and we specialize in language and communication. And what I'm going to be speaking about on the summit is how to keep your voice true to your brand. So how to use language and all of your internal and external communications so that your brand voice is recognizable to everybody who hears you either speak or goes to your website or sees any emails or marketing collateral that comes from you. So having a brand voice is super important for that brand recognition. So that's what I'm going to be speaking about. And some of the fun things are the 7 verbal villains. I talk about them a lot, and the #1 conversation killer. So you want to make sure that you're not guilty of that. I talk about the voice in your head, and are you listening to the voice in your head, and is it really controlling that comes out of your mouth? So I like to have a bit of a sense of humor about language and communication. And since I have spoken on all of the summits, I have actually shared how the words that people use can tell you more about the person you're speaking with than they ever realized. And sometimes they'll say to you, well, how did you know that? And it's as if you have a crystal ball when you know what to listen for. So I'm going to share some of those strategies to help you listen to actually what the answer is behind the answer that people give you. So.
Fantastic. Well, welcome back, Dawn. We talk about building community, and the Connect Summit is about connections. And the fact that you've been able to come back and stay connected, you've really built quite a fan club here. So thanks so much for continuing to serve us. We have another Dawn on deck. We have our two Dawns. And this Dawn is our little mermaid out there
in giggle mermaid, Dawn.
In Argentina, right? She's not gonna be able to keep a straight face. How are you doing this
at all? She's private messaging me, and I'm trying not to laugh. And you know how she is.
I'm not private messaging you. That's like telling the teacher that I'm passing notes in class.
She's passing notes to me.
Okay, so Tina is the biggest tattletale, just so y'all know, right? She's like, you think you're like having
this gossip columnist.
And she's like, let me tell you, right? I mean, you guys just threw Michelle. She's like, I don't have, like, she is the biggest tattletale. Dawn's passing notes. Dawn's passing
notes to me. I wouldn't read it out loud.
She might copy and paste it.
Well, I couldn't remember what I was going to speak on. If you remember, I think I might do my talk on giggling to abundance.
Ooh, all right. Well, tell our audience a little bit about Miss Dawn Bates, because you are quite fascinating.
Oh, thanks. Well, depending on how people know me, will depend on whether they know me for leadership or for writing books in 6 and 7 days. And because like Michelle, I mean, I when I sit down and write a book, I just sit down and write it. No excuses. If you're going to write it, just sit that backside down and get on with it. And so I'm both an author, coach, and a strategist. And I help people build brands around their books and expand their brand. But not just about becoming a leader in their field, but networking with leaders at their next level. But the books are mainly autobiographical and biographical rather than being business books, because the people that you want to be networking with, they've already achieved the books that you're writing about in business success. So they want to be knowing who you are so that they can work with you and align with you on passion projects and causes around the world. So, and yeah, I do a lot of business mentoring. I've been doing it for about 22 years. I know I don't look it. I don't look old enough. But I giggle every day. If I've not giggled every day, then, oh my God, what's happened in the world? The Dawn's not giggling. You know, seriously. People just love, I was actually speaking to someone this morning, and we were saying about how society loves a victim. Society loves keeping you stuck. And when you get people like ourselves that don't like to be stuck, we don't do stuck. Like they don't know what to do with that. Tina, stop messaging me. She's passing notes, miss.
That wasn't meant for you.
Tina's being naughty, and now she's even like bringing more people into her little circle. So she's messaging everybody. Oh, it's just so you know, if y'all think she's only messaging you,
it wasn't me.
They everybody
are texting me, asking me questions. I'm trying to respond, and when I respond, it goes to the person
you talked to before.
I didn't send a note, miss, but I was just talking, miss.
And it only does that if you're not paying attention to who you're sending it to.
You've got to be very careful. Well, we're so excited. And we'll get to you too, Miss Daniela. But the whole concept behind the Connect Summit was a way to come together and to be interactive and to connect with each other. It wasn't just, some pre-recorded talks. It wasn't presentations that were just talking at you, right, where you're off camera but truly bringing in speakers who want to engage with you, who want to giggle with you, who want to elevate, think about what you're doing and elevate, but really truly build a great connection. And you can see just even the connection that's happening here. We're strangers. Like most of us have not met in person. Many of us have never met each other in person. And yet the value of these virtual summits, and right now we have so much access to each other in a way to really elevate above just the struggles that are going on in the world, and really lift each other up and help each other and serve each other. So I'm delighted to see the banter and the interaction. And I just want our audience to know this is what you can expect at the Connect Summit: banter and engagement and laughter.
Be a little bit more professional, just a little bit more.
That's professional though.
We have a lot of fun, and it's non-scripted. It's live, it's interactive. You're there with all of these speakers that you can go into the breakout rooms and talk to them and ask them, their story. Ask them about, hey, I have a question about what you said. So we make it so it's very interactive. It's not recorded. And I think that's what I love about it the most, and that it's live. And we do a couple little fun things. We have some giveaways. We give away a lot of fun things. We have some dance parties. And it's just it's a fun day. It's a really fun day.
It is a really fun day. Daniela, how are you, darling?
Our butterfly in the
Hello. Well, speaking of the Connect Summit, you guys, the first one that you did, I just was trying to think how many I've been to. So I've been to definitely your first and your second and your third. And I always try to pop on because I feel like the first thing that happened was we entered into this pandemic, and I was like, what do we do? Go home. Who are we going to talk to? And I turned it on and you guys were there, and literally like we've become a family over time. So I was so excited to see that you're, doing it again, because yay, my family gets to come back together. It's a reunion. So I really like it was so cool that you guys did it. And now seeing 6 months later, I'm so looking forward to it, because it's spending the day with people that educate and take you to a higher level. So I'm really looking forward. So thank you guys.
Daniela, this is your
who am I?
This is your
so
first
beyond being a Connect Summit,
I think she's a little bit.
Am I delayed?
Go ahead.
I
Daniela.
spoke on your very first one on a panel, but I follow all your systems and everything works. Everything works. So I'll just do the quick intro for me. So I'm Daniela Platt, Platt like platinum, only the very best. So what do I do? For almost 20 years, I worked corporately building fashion brands from companies that brands that fuel your life, like Hugo Boss, Montblanc, Skechers, Alternative Apparel. I've built hundreds of campaigns all around the world. And then 4 years ago, I decided I had this life change. I had children, and I decided, since I'm having children, I decided to pivot. I pivoted to consultancy. So my company, we're called Looking Good, yeah. And what I love to do is, let's take your idea from the kitchen table, or whether you came up with it in the boardroom, let's take it into the world and let's sell it. And hopefully even Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, Revolve, you'll get picked up. So I love working with designers, women innovators, entrepreneurs, anybody with an idea and they want to take it into the world. I want you to be unstoppable with your sales. And my specialty has always been manifesting relationships and being really good with sales. So I teach creatives also how to sell, because if you can sell and you can open up that door, you can see the ultimate success. So it's really exciting. I do that through coaching. I have workshops, and I'm going to show the book, because I wrote the book and I followed the Tina and Angel, your system, and here's a book. So I wrote a book, how anybody can be a sales rock star and anyone can have a fashion line. And I just cheer you guys to the moon. I want you to be unstoppable. So next week, I'm going to talk about all of that. So from a broad perspective for next week, I'm going to give a few tips on how anybody could be a virtual sales rock star, because your Zoom house that we currently are living in, these little boxes, there are new homes. I'm going to give some new tips on how you can be a virtual sales rock star, because your Zoom house matters. And I'm just going to show one or two ways that anybody could have a clothing line achievable, accessible for you and your brand, whatever your brand is, how it's available to you. And totally within reach, so you could go, even now in your Zoom house, you could go from Peloton to your Zoom box in style, and you could have a clothing line to really as an additional revenue source for your line, for your brands overall. I'm not going to go into like all fashion design, but just as a way for anybody who has an audience who always dreams of having a little bit of fashion or a little bit of virtual sales skills. I'm I'm going to just give you a little bit of a taste of it just to see if it's, you know, something that's tickling you and of interest. So thank you very much. I'm super excited.
Well,
Oh, I
thanks,
love that.
Daniela. Okay, so I'm going to take this chance to just give a quick little shout out to the sponsors of the Angel and Tina Morning Show, who bring the morning show to you every single day. And then we're going to go back around and get to know our speakers just a little bit more, what exciting projects they're working on, and make sure that you have a chance to connect with them, plug into all the fun stuff that they are doing. But before we continue, I want to introduce our fabulous sponsors of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Of course, it's brought to you by our great guests who come on, who share life, unscripted, willing to be the bright start to your day. So thank you to Christine, to Don Bates, to Daniela, Domingo, Jeff, Michelle, and Dawn Moore for coming on today, because you are truly what makes this show so much fun. But also thanks to Bliss by the Lake Boutique, our clothing sponsor. Check them out online. It's time to switch over to that fall wardrobe. They do fun trunk shows and fashion shows every week on their social media pages, and they ship everywhere across the country. And actually now we know they also ship internationally as well. So Bliss by the Lake Boutique. The show is also brought to you by the Zondra TV Network. We are streamed globally on 7 digital streaming channels. So think about all those on-demand TV channels that you love to watch your favorite programs. The Zondra TV Network has multiple producers and programs on their channel, including the Angel and Tina Morning Show. And if you've ever thought about having your own TV show, maybe you already do podcasts, you already do YouTube channels or videos, you already have content, you can take it a whole nother level by hosting your own television show and having it streamed on the Zondra TV Network. Check them out at beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com. And then if you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have to anymore. What's the dirty secret to getting it all done? You don't have to do it. You can hire a virtual assistant. You can hire a team of virtual assistants. Sonic VA helps you do what you do best and hire out all the rest. And when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, you get a 10% discount off your first 40 hours of virtual assistant service. So automate it, delegate it, scale it, and grow with sonicva.com. That's SONICVA.com. Those are our fabulous sponsors. Thank you so much to them. Well, let's go back to our fabulous sponsors of the Connect Summit. Jeff Levine, what exciting project are you working on right now?
Well, one of the things I'm doing for the fourth quarter of the year, which starts October, is
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's happening quickly. Helping businesses reduce their taxes on the next tax return they file. See, most people think that, okay, I have a great accountant, and that accountant does my taxes in April. However, that's too late. You need to do the planning during the year, and there's so many thousands and thousands of deductions that you can take that you're not aware of. And once the year ends, you have actually given those away. So what I do is I help people look at getting more tax deductions through their business. And this is the time, the fourth quarter is the best time of the year. And also help them, do they have the right legal entity to reduce their taxes? I just had another client recently who paid substantial taxes last year, and we changed their entity and they hardly paid any taxes.
It's a huge difference. It is a huge difference, Jeffrey. And I know that, you know, for most small business owners, we don't even realize how powerful and what a financial impact can be made when we change our entity and take advantage of some of these tax benefits. So what's the new thing that you've got coming out?
Well, the new thing is, we know the movie is out, and now because of Angel Tucci, we are now have our first series on Amazon Prime. So the movie is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, right.
And the series is on Amazon Prime.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. How many of you would love to have your movie on Amazon Prime and have your TV series on Amazon Prime?
Well, you gotta tell people what the movie is. So tell us what the movie is called.
It's called Beyond the Secret, The Awakening.
So it's the Secret movie, and it's number 2.
Yeah, it's expanded the Secret movie. The Secret movie was very good movie, but we took what they did and we did our own thing and provided action steps. The whole key, no matter what you think, and that's what The Secret did. Without taking the action, the thinking alone is not enough. And in the series, I did one of the segments in the series. And I've shared everything I ever learned about the law of attraction and shared it. And we have other people on the series that are phenomenal. John Nassaref, Dennis Waitley, and some people from Canada flew in to do it. So very excited about that.
I'm excited for you too. It is huge. I mean, if any of you are familiar with the law of attraction, The Secret, all of that, their movie is out. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an award-winning. They've won 9 awards for this film, and now they've expanded to launch a whole TV series as well. And just the producer and really the genius behind a lot of what's been happening with the promotion of the film. So Jeff,
yeah, we had the cast and crew on the Angel and Tina Morning Show a couple of weeks ago, and we had such a great time. So you guys can go. Who's calling? Somebody's.
I think it's Jeff's. He's over there giggling.
No.
No, it's not you? Huh? Is it me?
I don't know.
What on earth is that?
I do not know. Oh,
It's still ringing.
okay. Well, somebody is. All right. Well, let's go to the
Show live. Stop calling us.
We're a little busy. I used to get people who call me all the time when I was on the radio. I'm like, dude.
You know I'm on the radio, right?
At this time. Christine McKay, you have come on as our sponsor also of the Connect Summit. Super excited to have you. So grateful that you are in our giddy little tribe here. What exciting project are you working on, and how can we stay connected with you?
Oh gosh, I've got a lot going on right now. I just finished recording, spent 2 days in the recording studio, recording my first audiobook series. And I have my book, which does not have a title yet. I also have a traditional book coming out called Sign Here, Negotiation Strategies for the Real World, which has been taking me a while to write, but it is coming. But I'm very excited about launching my podcast. And I started interviewing this week. And my husband built me this glorious recording studio so that I could record uninterrupted without sirens going off from downtown Los Angeles. And I'm starting to record that. We've just changed the name yesterday from Negotiate That to the Venn Zone with Christine McKay.
I like that. I like the Venn Zone.
That way it sticks with my logo. Yeah, for a whole lot of reasons. So really excited about that. Just so much going on. I would love to connect with viewers, and the easiest way to reach me, if it's okay if I give them a free gift,
Sure.
If they text negotiate to 26786, they can take a quiz to learn what their default negotiation style is, as well as get a copy of our 7 key essential steps to negotiating success.
Okay. Say that text opt-in again. Give the text opt-in again, Christine.
It's text negotiate to 26786.
And
And so you get to learn your default negotiation style so that you can understand how you ask for things, because that drives how you receive it or whether you receive it at all. And then the 7 essential steps for successful negotiation are just the 7 things that we've distilled down from over 30 years of experience negotiating to help people be more effective in their overall negotiation process. So.
Rock star. She is a rock star. She sent me a list. We're getting ready to do her next press release. And she sent me a list. I sent it over to my gal who writes them. I'm like, okay, I need some, like, what do we want to pull out of this? And she's like, oh my gosh.
And I didn't even include, that was just stuff that I just recently done. I hadn't even included
I'm doing this, and I'm doing this.
I'm leaving out a few things. The list had 20 things on it. I was like, okay, all right, we'll work on a little mojo here with, because you are amazing. Yes, Jeff, you have a
I'm
question?
definitely busy. Lots of awesome stuff going on.
Give a testimonial for you, Christine. You've helped me in a couple matters that were way beyond me, but right up your alley. And you were so fantastic that I want everyone to know that you are the negotiator and your knowledge is amazing. And I'm just so excited for you with all the projects you're working on.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that. I'm very honored by that. Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I love working with you. So
Well, pleasure to work with you too.
thank you.
You were a community, what Daniela called it, our quarantine family, and it really does turn into that. Domingo, Mr. Keynote Speaker on Connect Summit 8 coming up on October 6th. Tell us what exciting project you're working on and how we can connect with you.
Well, the biggest thing is I'm working on is my virtual summit as well, the Stimulus Summit. And the reason why I created this is because just like you guys, during the beginning, we had our first summit in May. And the reason why is because, everyone was lost, right? Everybody was in a daze. And, to bring on amazing speakers like Sharon Lecter, Greg Reed, Les Brown, and so on, Alex Stern, and so on and so on and so on, is, one of the things that, I've spoken on stage with them, but I wanted everybody else to have access to them from their home. So you guys know the power of summits. I mean, that's why I'm so excited to be on this one. And I'm looking forward to you guys being on mine as well. But, it's just the power of connection, right? The thing is, most people don't realize that it only takes one connection to make a difference, right? So it doesn't matter if, I encourage people, it doesn't matter if 100 people show up, if 2 people show up, it does not matter. It's just that one person you need to connect with. And if you focus on that one and try to connect with people, I mean, it really makes a difference. It really does. And that's how we were connected. We were connected through a friend. I don't know where she is in that box. She's somewhere around there. Michelle Cunningham, the queen of video. We were connected, and it's just that's how it works. And next thing you know, we're on the summit together, and Michelle was one of my speakers at the summit. So I just want to just encourage everyone, find what you're passionate about there. Go out there and share it. If it's in a book, if it's doing lives, or create your own summit, get your knowledge, get your passion, get your experience out there, and make a difference for that one person. Because if we all just did that, man, it would just change the world, right? We don't need to change millions. We just need to start somewhere, and that's with one. So I'm excited about it.
I love that quote. It only takes one connection to make a difference. Because I am a full believer in building relationships and building those connections. And you're right, it only takes one. There's so many things that I was able to learn by every one of these people in the group today. Domingo, how do you want our audience members to get a hold of you?
They can just go to thestimulussummit.com and join the summit. It's free, but I'm in there all the time. Please reach out to me on Facebook, and let's connect.
thestimulussummit.com, right? And tell him, right, when you get there, you saw him here, right? Like, let's support each other. We do. It's very collaborative, and our tribe just gets bigger and bigger in our.
There's no competition, only collaboration.
No,
absolutely.
right.
Michelle Cunningham, the queen of video. Right? I did see you on Domingo's Summit. You're just darling on camera.
Thanks.
You do not, and she says, oh, I'm a shy introvert. I'm like, what?
Well, you got to remember, like when you're on,
were you a shy introvert? Because she gets on camera and she just, da, 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 and you're like, oh my God, she has so much energy. I just love her.
Thank you for that. Yeah, no, I am an introvert. You know, I grew up incredibly shy. And so, but there's something magical about video where you're legitimately in a room by yourself. And for an introvert or a shy person, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna be how I am when no one's around or when my family's around. You know, so I just act like the goofy person I am. And it's amazing to me that that can be something that you can turn into a business. And that's really my message, is that you, however weird or different you are, you can build an incredible brand from that. And it's almost like when you are truly different, like, you know, people, they kind of gravitate towards you, you know, and you're going to find your tribe that look at you and say, wow, I really like this person. So, so what I have for you guys is you know, a few years ago, I got real serious about organizing my office space so that it was really useful and I could have my YouTube backdrops, which it's a funny story right now because we just sold that house. So I'm now in a 2-bedroom apartment while we wait for our new house. So, but I do have a video. It's a 15-minute video where it shows people how to organize their bedroom and turn it into a YouTube studio and a shipping department and an office over there and how to manage it all literally from a bedroom. And in that, I also include a free guide that is every camera I use, every light I use, every piece of microphone equipment, shelving unit that I use, because that was one of the big
taken that and bought everything on her list.
Yeah, so that's like it's really helpful if you're kind of like, I just need to get my space organized, because if you don't have a good space, you can't even think, you know, and that can steal your creativity. So if you go to prizefactorymichelle.com/office, so it's prizefactorymichelle.com/office, and it's a 15-minute office tour plus every like gadget and item in my office that I recommend for getting our YouTube channel off the ground.
You know, Michelle, I'm introverted and shy. In radio, when I found radio as my medium, I took my headphones off after my first day in the studio and I thought, I love this, right? It's just me and a microphone. It was even, I mean, to me, it was even better than video, right? Because I'm kind of a spaz with my hands and all of that, right? But it's, nobody would ever believe me if I was introverted and shy. I'm like, this is my happy place because it's just me and nobody else is looking at me. So, but I love that you just give, you absolutely give, and you make everything available. She is in a 2-bedroom apartment right now. And I think everybody's just watching your journey and you are inspiring everywhere you go. So I love that you're going to come on as one of our speakers on the Connect Summit. So welcome.
Thanks, my friend.
And we are getting orders for the Connect Summit are coming in. Of course, I get the Eventbrite notifications. So Connect Virtual Summit number 8 on Eventbrite. If you want to go there and look, and hopefully it's in the comments below. You guys can tag on to that. But because we're seeing
We
that
also
folks
have
are
a community on Facebook as well that you guys can join. It's called the Connect Summit Community. So you can go to that group and join that group. It's just our little community where we kind of give tips. We let our speakers kind of put their CTAs in there and give us our tips and tricks of how you can use those ideas and implement them into your business.
Yeah, so speakers, absolutely. That's your community too. So go in and share if you've got daily tips, if you've got encouragements, if you have opt-ins, right? Michelle put this Prize Factory, michelle.com/office. Domingo, you can put the connection to your summit. This is our community, the Connect Summit community on Facebook, where we get to engage with our audience and our audience gets to connect with our speakers. So that, I think a lot of times we're all in groups and like, what can we post? And can I talk about what I do? And can I? Absolutely. That's what the Connect Summit is for. We have over 75 speakers that have been on the summits. And this isn't just a one-hit wonder, right? You come in and you're out. This is truly a community. As you see, Don Moore has come back every single time to serve. I know many of them have been repeat speakers because this isn't, I just want to have a flash in the pan. I want you to know these people. I want you to connect with them. I want you to be served by them. So I love that we've got this great Facebook group.
And what
that
we
you guys
do
are
is
really
after
blessed.
they speak, we put them in a breakout room so you can go in the back of the room almost and have a personal conversation with them. So you're able to ask them those questions and able to talk with them more intimately as we're still on the main stage talking and doing things and stuff like that. You can be back there talking to each one of our speakers, and you're able to talk with them and chat with them online too. So once you register, you are on our Zoom. You're in our private room. So you have all the access, and you get a little bit of exposure too, because when you're out there putting your name out there and commenting and, you know, interacting, people see you, people see your name.
Right, where you go, your brand follows. Dawn Moore, do you want to say what exciting project you're working on right now and how we can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I have taken the time during COVID to work on my own new branding and my own new brand voice, so to speak. And the name of my website, I'm going to type it in the chat. It is confide.com. And it's not completely live yet, so you have to go there. But I have put up a video that I did on the 7 verbal villains and the #1 conversation killer. It's got some really cute graphics in there, and I go and I explain what these verbal villains are and how you don't want to be guilty of them when you're having a conversation with someone, because they really do shut conversations down. And no matter where I speak, when I talk about the verbal villains and the #1 conversation killer, people are always like, what is the #1 conversation killer? So I like to be fun. So if any of you know what it is, go ahead and type it in the chat. Otherwise, I'll wait 5 seconds and I'll tell you what it is if you want to know. Anybody want to know what the #1 conversation killer is? Can I get an Angel? Does Angel, you know.
I know, but I don't want to give it away. So, but yeah, I want you to share.
So if you go there, you get the video training, but the #1 conversation killer is giving unsolicited advice. Many of us, Christine, I see your big head nod. Many of us have a tendency to want to help people so much that we give them unsolicited advice and we haven't ETR. ETR means we haven't earned the right. So one way that you can combat that, obviously, is to ask for permission. And once you have permission, you can give it. But if someone says, no, I really don't want to know, you have to honor that. And in the video that I shot, it's 20 minutes long, it goes more in detail about how to not be a verbal villain and how to recognize one when you encounter them and how to take control back of the conversation. So what I've been doing during COVID is really taking a lot of my content for the last 30 years and putting it in a format that I can make available to people, either through my website or through videos or through my private coaching program. Because as many of you know, I am the creator of something called the predictive method, which is a systematic approach to get results in your business. So I'm using that approach in all and through all I do so that I have that consistent brand voice that I'm going to talk about on this summit. And Angel and Tina, I know you know, I never talk about the same thing, but it's always connected. So I really thank you for inviting me back. I love this community. And I love the comments that I get from people about how they learn something every single time from you guys.
I love it too, Dawn. Well, congratulations and welcome back. Jeff Levine, I want to tell you, I just got a text message from Melinda Boyer, who is also one of the producers of the film Beyond the Secret, that you just got selected for another award for the film. So now you are a 10-time award-winning film, The Beyond.
Dawn and Melinda are watching right now, so that's probably why they have said, "Oh, that is congratulations, 10 awards."
Yeah.
10.
Wow.
Go and grab it. Watch it. It's on
Good
Amazon Prime. Beyond the Secret, The Awakening on Amazon Prime. It has just been selected for yet another film award. So super excited to be on that team and to be helping promote all that. Miss Dawn Bates, are you ever going to be able to leave Argentina?
Oh, I just nearly swore. I won't though.
Oh,
This is a
well, at
family
least
show.
we know where you will be next week, and you will be on land and able
Yeah, wow.
Here.
When I found out they'd cancelled my flights, because yes, I'm sailing around the world, but like, you know, when your children's birthdays are coming up and you kind of make the choice what's more important, the sailing around the world tagline or getting to be with your
No,
children.
this adulting thing is hard, right? We have to make.
I know, I don't know, I don't do it. I refuse to take part. I'm responsible, but I
Don't know
still
more either. Can I just quit?
Okay, so
But
you
yeah, I
got
will leave Argentina. But I did, I did have a bit of a mama moment yesterday where I cried, and I was like, you know what have I still got to learn? Why am I still here? Why? And it was like, well, Dawn, you've got 3 summits coming up. I've got 6 books being published by clients before the end of the year. I've got Annie's next book to write. I've just finished recording the Sacral Series podcast. That's in collaboration with Adam R. Walton, who is the podcast host for the Mental Mastery Alliance. And I'm recording 3 podcast series with 3 other podcast hosts. So yeah, there's a lot kicking off in the next few weeks. So that's why I'm still in Argentina.
well, at least we know where you'll be, and we don't have to worry about technology or connection or anything.
No, because my landlady even ordered me a super duper router instead of me having to share it with the apartment upstairs.
Ooh, she's getting
She
fancy.
loves me. She loves me.
How do you want people to connect with you, Dawn?
The easiest thing is just to go to my website, dawnbates.com. Like everything I do is on there. All my social media platforms are on there. They can sign up to my email list there. They can go to my Facebook page if they want to, or they can follow me on Instagram or LinkedIn. It's all at Real Dawn Bates. And it's not because I think everybody else is fake. It's just a daily reminder to be real. So yes.
Good reminder. It's a good reminder.
Keep it real. Don't get an ego. Egos are ugly.
Daniela, exciting project you've got coming up, and how do we connect with you?
Hi, everyone. Oh, you guys are my family. Thank you. Yes, so some exciting projects. Well, how can you guys connect with me? So if anybody would like, you're welcome to grab. I have free, I call it the Zoom House special, free 10 tips to be a sales rock star virtual edition, because your Zoom House matters. So if anybody would like that, as well as interest, just text me and I will send you all the information of how to find everything. So just text me at 323-963-4377. Just text the word rockstar and I'll take you where you need to go. So I have that, the Accelerator Fashion Business Accelerator. I'm so excited because that just finished. So I'm going to be focusing on some marketing for that. We've got about 8 different platforms, 8 different summits coming up in all different categories, from image consulting to business development to fashion. So I just really want people to just be there, like super. I just want everybody to be a champion and unstoppable. So I'm really going to share a lot of tips on how anybody can be a sales rock star on various different platforms. And I do have one other exciting thing. I have a book coming out. It's called, it's actually with Forbes Riley, Albert Corey is in it. It's called One Habit for Entrepreneurial Success. I'm a contributor in this 800-page book. So I have 4 pages, so you guys can all do the math. But that's coming out mid-October. I'm really excited for, all the excitement that's going to be surrounding that book and having it make impact. So that's super exciting. I think this is the time that we're all a lot of us have pivoted so much in our business. And now we're like, okay, we've been doing something for 6 months. What's next? So I'm just super excited. Like, all of this is happening. And I'm like, okay, I write about women who innovate. If anybody wants me to feature them, I'd love to, because I have a column. I'm starting to do more YouTube shows about it. I'm in business development mode. So I look forward, if anybody's a women innovator and they want to be on my platform, it's YouTube, podcast, Tinkering with All. And I really look forward to it. More books, more podcasts, more fashion, more sales, more friendship.
Well, Daniela, make sure you post your podcast on our site, Need a Guest. So it's
Okay.
our matchmaker site. If you are a podcaster and you are looking for guests,
Mhm.
right, Need a Guest, get booked at needaguest.com. That'll take you right to our free Facebook group. And there's a job form. We can include you in our podcast directory as well. Tina has been building this podcast directory, building relationships with podcasters who are looking for guests so that we can play media matchmaker to everybody, get you even more exposure. So go to needaguest.com, post your requests for guests, and then make sure you also fill out our podcast directory so we can add you to that growing list. Wow, Tina, Rockstar, look at this superstar lineup.
We have an amazing lineup. I feel like I always say, oh, this is going to be the best one. And then we have another one. I'm like, oh, this is a good one too. Every single time, I think we go to the next level with our speakers, and I just love them. And I hope you guys get yourself registered. Make sure you're registered, because when you're registered, you can come inside of our Zoom room, actually have that conversation with our speakers. You can say, hey, Michelle, you said something about this, this, and this. What was it that you said? Or, hey, Domingo, you said something about this, this, and this. You can actually have conversations with all of our speakers, other people that are in our audience, all of our, the people that are sticking around. So it's October 6th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. So we hope we see you guys there. The link is down below in the comments. It is the Eventbrite link. If you do, make sure you guys connect with us on the Connect Summit community on Facebook as well. Angel?
Well, thank you all. I love the diversity. I love the variety of topics and backgrounds and everything that you guys all bring to the table. You're truly a gift. Super excited to be celebrating the next Connect Summit with you. I'm Angel Tussey. I am your media matchmaker. If you are looking for more exposure, you want to attract more leads, get your story out in front of even more people, publish your next book, launch it in a really big way, connect with me and at my website, makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. We'll give you a complimentary media starter kit to get you started. And if you text the word angel to 26786, you've already texted to Christine, right? If you text the word angel to 26786, we'll get you some more information about our Tickled Pink Media launch campaign. If you've got a book, a business, or a brand to launch in a really big way, we've got an incredible platform that we'd love to share with you and feature you here on our virtual book tour and our virtual podcast. What do we call it? Launch?
Our virtual book tour. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is a virtual book tour.
Over 120 people on this list, Angel.
Yeah,
there's so many rock star people on this list. So make sure you reach out.
We are super excited and just excited to have you. So thank you so much for being a part and being in the audience of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. We hope we were truly the bright start to your day. I want to just say thank you so much to all of our fabulous guests here in our virtual studio on the show today. I can't wait to see you next week at the Connect Summit. Tina.
Yes. Well, I'm Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling with building your audience or finding the right clients or even retaining the clients that you already have, I have a complimentary guide that helps you grow your audience organically online and offline. Connect and nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. And you can grab that guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. We are so grateful to you, our audience, for being our loyal fans. We hope we brought a bright start to your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.